Well, good evening, everybody. I don't know if I'm being heard. I think so. There were some technical difficulties. Well, not really technical difficulties. I can say it as it is. Just forgot the time. Was busy with other preparations. But anyway, let's come up to speed. We are in the first race, GT1 race of this season. Already lap 4. I missed the start completely, but yeah, it's only the start, not that important. Let's follow what the rest of the race is going to bring. At the moment we are with number 10, which is A Volta. I need to check myself where he's driving. That's here. I have the impression that there have not been any incidents. Field is looking quite close together, although the first 4 cars have a gap with the rest of the field. That's car number 109. Cannot read the name because it's in blue. Merle Auto. Reiga is his LFS account name. Then we have second position Falk, then Terzic, and then Mares, first 4. This is Capel. Like I said, the rest of the field has a gap with the leaders in front, 2-3 seconds in front. Then we have a group of 3, and then we have Capel basically leading the rest of the field, the train of GT1 cars, also known as just GTR Unrestricted. Yeah, exciting. Although I forgot the time, it's much faster race going to be than the GT1 trophy, which we had before. Much higher speeds. You need some more concentration for that, of course. And because I updated my LFS, my screen is not nice. Anyway. 5 laps have been passed. I don't think, hey, there's somebody. I was just about to mention it. I don't thought somebody already made a pit stop, but Rubini is now the first one who's going to make a pit stop. I can put it on the camera, but it's not that interesting. So we're sticking with the average teams. Camera. For some reason it's automatically switching. Don't know why it is. I need to figure out why the camera is having its own it's on auto, okay. Okay, as I said, I have some startup difficulties because I didn't start the stream. I just hopped in, so the camera had its own has its own behavior. But anyway, it's unofficial, everything. I don't even know if it's announced. Let me check on the forum. That all kinds of things. That's why, that's what happens if you don't have your preparation right. I thought I had another hour. Anyway, that's the thing with time zones. We are now with Isaac Price still on camera. Yeah, the camera is listening to me now. We are with Isaac Price in 8th position. We just had the first pit stop of this race, and yeah, like I said, it's still an official stream, so we can do whatever mistake we want. It's basically some kind of threshold, do whatever possible. Anyway, let's focus on the race. As usual, I need to get a little bit used to what's going on. I missed the qualify as well. We're going into lap 8, and the field is stretching now. The gaps between the cars are getting bigger and bigger. Only in the back of the field we have Feistkorn, for example, battling with Framaris and who's this? Lima? I think that's William. Oh, and there he goes off. William Lima goes off there, and that's partly due to lag, it seems. Yeah, he's lagging quite bad. I think that's one from the Brazilian team. Without doing any research, but it looks like that. Yeah, that's the problem if you connecting from another continent, that can produce so much lag that you get this as a result. It's not nice, and yeah, but it's not. Sometimes it's just not working. You cannot have everybody from the world on one server. Anyway, the biggest problem is having him itself. So it affected him mostly himself. Although I think it probably was an annoyance for other racers as well. There in the back. Well, we have a second person doing a pit stop there. That's Dennis Lind. Not going to switch to camera. The pit lane of Kyoto is very long, and also, yeah, I have to say, quite boring. Staying in the back of the field with Feistkorn for a moment more, and then we have another car who was there blocking the road, was sideways. It's Linde. We can switch the camera on him for a second. He's trying to recover, but somebody, and we have another one going into the sand. Who's that? It's one with the purple name, Labotta. Where is he? Here. Yeah, I'm not that fast yet. He was off. He was being put off the road. Somebody else who couldn't see who that was, but he went completely sideways there. In that, yeah, what's it called? Third corner, maybe. The fast 180. Anyway, lap 9 already. The laps are going faster, of course, also with these GTR cars. It's amazing that the first lap nothing happens in the first few laps. Well, it seemed. And now that the cars are having more gaps, we see more crashes. We switch now to Carlani. That's because here are yeah, 4 cars together, as you can see, and that's not really going There's some paint exchange there. Yeah. In the meantime, we're going in. We are entered already lap 10, almost lap 11 even. Going to tell what the situation is. Somebody who's leaving the pits. That is Mr. Linde. That bit took a long time, maybe. Cannot see how long that took, but he now is a lap down. Together with Dennis Lind. Maybe I have to focus on him for a second. They're driving in front of the leader now. The gap is only, I'd say 2 seconds. The leader, which is the blue name, it's got to read for me. Mary Liunto. He now passed. No, he didn't pass. He's still behind M. Linde and Dennis Lind. This M. Linde has a blue flag, and Dennis Lind also has a blue flag. They both have a blue flag. They are ignoring that because the gap is not that close yet. But that's getting smaller and smaller, that gap. Especially between Linde and Marliotto. Blue names must be forbidden. I cannot read it. He's now past Linde, the leader, and yeah, Linde as of a result is a lap down. While in the meantime, Velikov, did he make a pit stop? Yeah, he also made a stop and is now also almost a lap down. Also in front of the leader, who's now in between Dennis Lind and yeah, that name, blue name. I'm going to mention car 109. That's easier. He's from Inex Racing. With this new race, there are also new names which I need to get used of. So yeah, probably will get better next race. That's the situation in front of the field. Well, it's not really. Yeah, it's something, but it's not really affecting the leaders of the field. While Corselani also made his pit stop. It's yeah. It's almost yeah, a usual thing. It's not really give much effect, these pit stops, other than yeah, that people are easily a lap down, also because of this long pit straight. I'm looking while I'm talking, I'm looking for battles. We have one for 15th position, which is Katila and Sarko. Let me find Sarka. Is these two are quite close together, and maybe it's more interesting. Sorry for the abrupt change. See what's going on here. It's we're with Capel on 5th position. These cars are also somewhat close together. It's when you get further up into the field, Oh, we have Sarka. Ah, that was a bad decision for me to switch because we have Sarka now off the track, and he has big problems to recover, get back on the track. And main reason is that because he doesn't wiggle his front wheels. That's some kind of cheat. You switch to mouse mode and do your wiggle your front wheels a lot, then it's easier to get back on the track. I learned that from somebody else, but yeah, this is as a result. It's going to take a while. I'm not sure we're going to. Yes, now he's off and back on the track. Lost a lot of time there. Anyway, we're going back to Bell in this case. Still driving in 5th position. The thing is with if you're watching the front of the field, it's yeah, they're quite close together, but the gap is neither increasing or decreasing. While the action, most of the action is in the middle of the field, less in the back of the field, because the difference between experience much bigger between the drivers, and as of a result, there's more action. So, yeah, I need to apologize for the drivers who's driving in front that they get less airtime, and that's basically the reason. It's because they're chasing each other, but there are not really much overtakes. But we're going to stick a little bit longer with Capel, because what's happening in front, Mares is trying to get the draft there from Terzic, and he's now past Terzic. But it's all really tricky. It's quite tricky. It's all millimeter slash. I don't know how to convert that in. You know what I mean? Very small. And that's what I mean. Gaps are so small that you get these dead touches. Luckily for Terzic, it's not ending in disaster. Capel touched Terzic there really softly. As of a result, Maurice has gained quite a lot. Well, actually, he didn't gain much. Terzic and Capel lost some time there. Capel is trying to overtake Terzic now as well, because the rear tires, I can say that from my commentary position, the rear tires of Terzic are not that great. A little bit of red on the sides. And that's already showed also a little bit in the T1 there, where he almost lost his car. The tires need to cool down a little bit for Terzic, if that's possible. Yeah, the rest of the field is quite scattered now. Well, I'm watching if Terzic is going clean to that first corner now, and that's the case. Behind Capel is who is this? Isaac Price. Was in an FXR. Okay. While Capel and Terzic are battling, yeah, Isaac Price can make use of that. maybe can make use of that. He also has, yeah, I don't think that's a problem for FXR. He has a little bit red on the front tires, but I think that's quite okay. Yeah, the rest of the field is quite scattered, as I said. Action is going on here. Battle for 5th place. Capel is going to make another move, going very wide. I don't think he's actually going to. Yeah, he passed him, but Terzic has a better angle for the corner. But he's giving. I don't know why he's doing that. And we have a yellow flag situation. Falk made a mistake there, and he regained. Where is he? He regained in 10th position, Falk. If I remembered correctly, he was in third position. Not sure what happened there. Let's focus what's going on with Capel and where did Isaac Price go all of a sudden? I need to find out where Isaac Price has gone. Dropped. Oh, he's now behind Naiva. It's better to see that on the TV camera, I think. Because I use follow view mostly, so I don't see what's happening behind. Anyway. Probably some kind of mistake or touch or anything. I missed that. Due to Falk making a mistake there, but anyway, we're still, yeah. It's difficult to find another battle. You can see a battle between Naiva and Price also going on. Price is now back in front of Naiva. Not sure how to pronounce that. From Core Racing. And he can focus on Capel again. Let's see, the best time from Price is 1:35.71. Capel 1:35.58. And Terzic 1:35.85, while they're next to each other, and yeah, that was not possible for Capel. Not sure why he did that there. He now was on the grass and lost time there, and Price is now banging on the back of Terzic. While in 6th position, Wisniewski also catched up. Behind Capel, behind Wisniewski is now Capel. 7, 6, let me say that, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th position. There's now so much going on, also touch between Capel and Naiva. So much going on that's for me difficult to follow what exactly is happening. And then we have another touch between Capel and Naiva. Naiva is, I think he's having lag, so I think he's from the Latin American area also. It's difficult to race. Well, Morvai also catches up, car 68, but he's didn't had his FZR 100% under control, so he lost some time there. Rentala is behind Morvai. Yeah. All of a sudden, while Naiva goes onto the grass there, all of a sudden, while I said that the front of the field mostly is boring, all of a sudden really a lot of things happen, and we're not even past the 50% of the race. Quite, yeah, quite entertaining, I have to say. While the camera still is on Capel, in focus, you can see other cars on the TV camera. Wisniewski already passed Terzic. It's amazing to see Terzic having so many problems, because his tires cooled down and he still is quite slow. Normally he's faster at this track. I remember using a set from him. It was quite fast, but that was a GT2 set, I have to say that. GTR is, of course, a bit different. So, yeah, lap 20. We have still the leader, Merliuauto. Blue name. It's not easy for me to read. Mares, Wisniewski, Price, Terzic, Capel, Morvai, Naiva dropped a little bit there. Rantala, Raric, who is in 10th position. Those are the first 10. While Capel is going to try another overtake on Terzic, but he's not gaining enough speed to do that. He's able to get his car right next to Terzic, but that's about it. He has to drop again. Drop back on onto the back of Terzic. And now, gee, almost. On my screen it was a big crash, but LFS corrected that into just a minor touch. But oh my God, this was. So many risks are being taken. It's unbelievable. Not sure if Capel backs off now a little bit because of this near big, enormous crash. It was really, it was on the high speed section. Could have turned out completely different. Yeah. Naiva is on Morvai's back. Maybe you have to switch to that for a little bit more to the back. And there we have, as if I have some kind of future, I'd say, prediction. There was a touch. As of a result, Naiva gained a position. Not really nice overtaking there, but yeah, both drivers were a little bit at fault with that contact, I think. And we have Oederweireld and Rantala fighting for position 9, both next to each other. And that's tricky. There, yes. My God. Rantala went into the went onto the sand, dropped back to position 12. But it's not on the camera because we're still following with Raric. Let's see. We're switching back to Capel because there are now no other cars now who are very close to each other. So we had a short, about 6-7 laps of action in front of the field between 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. But yeah, it settled a bit again. Maybe I must not say anymore that the front of the field is mostly boring, because, yeah, maybe I have to say that. We're getting more action then. Yeah. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 people who made a pit stop out of 30. That's not much, and I didn't give any comment on it, but Gorzelani had a timeout. That's the only one who did not finish at this moment. Well, nobody finished, of course, but you know what I mean. DNF. Out of the race. We're still with Kapal. Still with Kapal, back on the back on Terzic. I'm looking for other action. Yeah, Rantala is making use of the draft of Linde, who is a lap down. Has a blue flag, but he doesn't make way. Behind Rantala is Lobato, R88. But that gap is too big to catch up easily. Although he improved his best time, but that can also be because everybody is getting quicker, because the fuel tank is getting more empty and the tires are heated up and everything. People get more into the swing, the drivers get more into the swing of the race. Yeah, Rantala now has a lot of space in front of him. Well, Lobato also overtook Linde, but that was quite slow. We're going a little bit further down into the field with Igor, who is fighting for position 15 with GenR GT1. But he's going way too wide there, losing time. While GenR GT1 is going to make his pit stop. We're going to switch back to the front of the field with Isaac Price, who's in 4th position. He has been able to catch up with Niels Wisniewski, driving in 3rd place for quite some time now. While I'm also watching the situation in front of Wisniewski. 2nd place, Mares just overtook Dennis Lind, who's a lap down. Isaac Price now is right next to Wisniewski. Ooh, it almost is contact, but basically defending his 3rd place, but I'm not sure if he's going to hold that against the FXR, which is better in corners. At the moment, it does that. Able to do that. Merliuoto made fastest time. Has broken the 1:35 fine. It's now into the 34 range. Has an absolutely blazing fast performance. Unmatchable pace. Up to this time in his XRR. Gap is 10 seconds. In 1 and 2, while Wisniewski was onto the grass for a short period of time. And as a result, Price is able to catch up again. Again, the same situation as the lap before, next to Wisniewski. But still doesn't want to overtake or cannot overtake there. I think it's a little bit of a waiting game until the right moment is there. Capel is behind Terzic and Terzic is behind Price. Capel now passed Terzic finally. Can maybe see that in the back of the TV camera. While Price is doing another move on Wisniewski. They're coming. Oh, Capel was on 2 wheels there. Hopefully you could see that on the TV camera. And now Capel was onto the grass, forced onto the grass by Terzic. There was a little bit of contact and he's angry about it because he's making use of his horn. Yeah, the same group who battled for positions about 10 laps back is coming closer again. Talking about Capel, Naiva, Terzic, Price and Wisniewski. I mentioned the names in the opposite order of positions. While the camera is, let me verify it made for me myself again, is on Price. Some position swaps there between Naiva and Capel. Capel got past Naiva, but Naiva regained his position. Probably not visible on the camera. Maybe it was. I'm not sure. I'm switching to Terzic. Maybe that's better. Yeah, this is still the most interesting group. It's in front of the field. Well, there is some other action, but that's between. Let me just mention it between Werderich and Morvai, 8 and 9 position. They're battling for that position. And between 16 and 15, which is Maris and Igor. but it's yeah, it's difficult to make the decision either to leave this group for a moment or not. I have the feeling that that there's going to be some more action between these 5 cars in the upcoming laps. Are it 5 cars? Yeah. Vantala is behind Bonilla for 11th position. There's some action going on really on the back of the grid between Velikov and Katila. That's for 26th position. It's it's difficult to make a change of camera. But I'm going to do it. The gaps between these 5 people are not are not decreasing. So we're now with Rantala and Bonilla, 11th position. Well, I keep a look on the group which I mentioned before. Yeah. We have to leave. We have to leave this. We have to switch back to Kapal, who is battling with Naiva and in front there Terzic. More action here. Making use of the draft, and next to Naiva again, basically constantly tries to gain a position. We have Katila there to the grass, but Katila is in the back end of the field, so he's a lap down. Quite some difficulties to control this race, it seems. Katila made a pit stop though. Somebody else is making a pit stop there. It's Wisniewski, 3rd position. You can see it on the TV camera in a moment. Maybe not, he's behind the pit wall now. And all of a sudden the gaps between these cars are bigger, but we have we have 2 people driving in front of this group. It's Dennis Lind and Velikov. And we have Price driving there as well. Let me recap this. We have Capel, Naiva and Terzic, group of 3. Then we have Price driving in 3rd position now because Wisniewski was/is making that pit stop. Wisniewski already rejoined the track, by the way, while I was saying that. So yeah, this group of 3, and then Price in 3rd place, and then we have these 2 drivers, Velikov and Dennis Lind, having a blue flag. Well, Labotta got a drive-through penalty, I think because of speeding in pit lane. Not sure about that. Is that correct? No. Yeah. Went into the pit lane too fast, I think. While Jay Catila is making a pit in the garage. What the hell is he doing? Disconnected. Okay, that looked very weird. But he gave up. Apparently. But in a sort of a Formula 1 / official way, by driving his car completely into the garage and then disconnect. Weird Price, as you probably discovered. He's making use of the draft of Velikov, who's a lap down. Don't worry, I'm looking for interesting battles. The moment that's Terzic again, he is getting quite some airtime because he's all the time in front of other cars quite closely. While it is, somebody is going off the track. It's Linde in the sand now in the 180-degree corner, but he's again out of it. He's third to last, so it was not really that interesting to switch the camera onto him. Quite some people are now making their mandatory pit stop, including Isaac Price now, and Mares, who was in 2nd place. I'm watching this pit stop. Maybe it's nice to see that for a second. Price there was in 3rd place behind Mares. You could see Mares driving off from the pit lane, but The gap stays quite big. Rejoining onto the track doesn't give any issues. So yeah, let's go back to Naiva and Terzic. Linde has made a pit stop, but yes, as I already was thinking, that's the second pit stop. They must have car problems there. With all this pit stop action, Terzic has gained first position. It's the leader of the race now. Second place Naiva, then Morvai, then Wedderich Burnett in the fifth position, sorry. Rantalen 6th position, Bonilla 7th. 8th position for Zazon. I don't know from what country he is, so my pronunciation is probably completely off. Then we have F. Maris in the 9th position and 10th position. Merliotto, which was the leader of the race most of the time, and he still is, because all the other names I mentioned before, they still need to make their pit stop. So yeah, and the rest of the field already did their pit stop. So let's switch to Merliotto for a second, because he is the theoretical leader. Still is the theoretical leader, while two others are making their pit stop. It's Wedderich and Morvai. And we also have Bonilla and Daison. So, oh, and Dennis Lin joined spectators. Not sure what happened there. Yeah, these 4 drivers are making their pit stop, or has made their pit stop now, and we only have 5 people left, which is basically the first 5 of the field now, which still have to make their pit stop. Merliotto, I have to check it. Merliotto, yeah. Merliotto, car 109, has a comfortable gap, still has a comfortable gap with Mares, who is in theoretical second position. With the gap is about 10 seconds. So if nothing goes wrong, then the first win is going to this Inex driver. But there are still 10 laps to go, so of course something can always happen. Behind Mares we have Price driving, currently in 8th position, but it's actually 3rd position. Then we have Kabini, Balta. No idea where he's coming from. I mean, I haven't seen him, his name all race long, and now is driving in 1, 2, 3, 5th position in front of Kapau. It's not 5th position, but I'm talking theoretically. And behind Kapau we have Wisniewski. But where is the action? The action is actually the action is basically with Wisniewski. Morvai, Widererich and Falk, they are driving quite close to each other. Let's focus on Falk. We focus on Widererich. These cars are quite close to each other. Drivers. I wonder when the other, what is it? 5? Yes, 5 people who didn't have made their pit stop, when they are going to do their pit stop. Oh, and we have something going on between Terzic and Naiva. It was really going wrong there. Not sure. Oh, we have a flat tire for Terzic. That's what happened. His left back tire, and now also the front popped. He basically waited too long to make his pit stop. I already mentioned it before. He had red tires about I don't know an hour back, and yeah, if you wait too long, then this happens. And he took Naiva, apparently took Naiva with him into the drama. He's going to make the pit stop. After all, stop and go penalty there. Yeah, that's very unlucky. Do I have to say unlucky? Not sure. Can also say that the planning didn't go quite well there. We're focusing on Naiva now. Pit stops are going to be a long pit stop anyway, but Naiva is leaving the pits. I think everybody, I didn't follow it completely, but yes, everybody has made their pit stop now. Then, as a result of that, we have Marliotto back into the lead, as I already predicted. That wasn't that difficult to predict. Yeah, Maris in 2nd position, Price in 3rd, Corbigny 4th. Then we have Volta in 5th. Like I said, I have no idea where he's coming from, but nice. And we have 6th Capel and 7th Naiva, and then 8th Wisniewski. Yeah, a lot of action now. Going with Widererich. I mean, a lot of action. The cars are, the front of the field is now, yeah, almost back in formation, so to say. At least 11, 10, 9, 8, and 7. Who's driving in 7th position there? It's Naiva. Yeah. And I'm silent now because I'm following the battle between where it's Morvai and Wisniewski. I see somebody else making a pit stop. It's Igor. Is he making a pit stop, or is it... Why... Yeah. I was too late with discovering why he's doing that, but he probably has a reason for it. Anyway. Wisniewski, Morvai, Widererich, Polk. We're still tracking that action. And behind Volk we have Knops also trying to join the this action. And Volk got quite easily past Widererich there. And what somebody, I think that was Igor, who was rejoining the track. Knops now banging on the back of Widererich. Not sure if that's... Ooh, and there we have a touch. Yeah, that was visible on the camera. Yeah, that's... That was not so nice experience for Widererich. Now lost quite some time, but that was obvious on the camera. Knops is now able to try to decrease the gap with 10 Volk, 9 Morvai and 8 Wisniewski. I'm not sure what to do now. Let me see. Yeah, the rest of the field is they're not cars together anymore, fighting for position. So we're sticking with Morvai. Somebody left, oh yeah, that was Terzic who had a stop and go penalty because he was entering the pits at a much too high speed. He now completed this penalty. As of a result, he has a pretty bad finish, if he's going to finish. I think he does, but almost last, fourth to last now. Car reliability, and in this case tire reliability, is still the biggest issue. Like always, I almost have to say. And then we have only about well, 3.5, let's say, 3 laps to go. With Marliato in front, Maris second, Price third, Corbigny fourth, Volta fifth, Capel sixth, Naiva 7, Wisniewski 8, 9, Morvai and 10, Falk. 11th, Knaps 12, Frontala 13, Rederich 14, Labota 15, Bernard 16, Bonilla 17, Zainjon 18, Maris 19, Boyda 20, Feistkorn 21, Garcia 22, Velikov 23, Lima 24, Loboto, and then 25, Terzic, as I already mentioned, 26, Zarka, 27, Igor, and 28, we have Linde. And the people who didn't make it is Dennis Lind, Rantila, Rantila it was, and I probably forgot a name, or two maybe even. I'm looking if I can see some last lap action. Maybe it is in this group, which is now on the camera, or in the group in front. We have Price, Cabini and Volta also pretty close to each other. That are all FXRs. Not sure if I can expect, but basically we can expect some action there. Knops now past Morvai there. That went surprisingly easy. And that's mostly because the FXR tires are in pretty good shape. Or better to say, the left back of Morvai isn't that great. It's not very bad, but he basically is just a little bit slower. Also because Knaps probably made use of the draft. There, let's take a look at Falk behind Wisniewski. That's going to be only short, because Cabini, who was 4th, dropped into 5th place behind Volta. So Volta can move up to 4th position, and is he going to close the gap with Ice in 2 laps? I don't think so. But yeah, I've seen Volta's name, not for the entire race, so maybe he's going to be the big surprise. Well, not bad. Third place we're talking about here. 1.5 laps to go. Marliuta still first. I think the gap between Mares is still 10 seconds, maybe even more now. Then we have Price and then we have Volta. Boto is also banging on the back of Ritter for 13th place, but I'm not switching the camera there. If we stick with this last minute fight maybe. Look at that, making use of the draft. Price is making way. Is able to overtake Price's, well, basically a tactical maneuver. I thought, but maybe this wasn't exactly 100% planned. As you can see, Price is now on the back of Volta, but I was thinking that he made way, so he could regain third position already in T1. Didn't do that, but of course, if you plan it right, you can still retake your position, your third position, onto the straight of the last lap. Let's see if that's going to happen. It's yeah, kind of exciting end of this race. Battle for third position. It's not only Price there, but also Cabinho. But he's losing quite some time there. He's not able to catch up with Volta anymore. I think Volta is going to be on the podium. And it's really a surprise to me, because I said now 4 times, I didn't see his name almost the entire race. Where is he coming from? Yep, third position for him, podium position. Amazing. Normally I now mention all the names who's coming across the finish line, but going faster than I can click. We have here Marius finishing 18th, 19th Gaida. We have here Icecorn and Igor, but yeah, I'm not going to mention all the positions. Basically these are the last ones who have to finish. Lima here, and we have Lobatu, and then we have we have Price together with Terzic. Yeah. I think everybody finished now. Yeah, that looks like it. 28 finished cars. Chat opened. Wow. You see, Price is having had some issues with tires in the last laps. The chat can be followed yourself. I'm not sure how long the stream stays on. Yeah, it was a quite interesting race. As I mentioned before, I was too late. I was thinking that I had more time. Yeah. Basically, I have to set an alarm. I'm not that good anymore that I can remember all the agenda items which I have to do. So, yeah. Let me guarantee that for the next race. While yeah, the people who could follow this still could follow the race start from the beginning. The next race will be in the weekend of the 5th of September. It's going to be the 7th of September. Going to be Blackwood Reversed, which is quite tricky track. I think most know that. The normal Blackwood version is not that difficult, but the reversed version is completely something else. Anyway, that's going to happen in 2 weeks. I'm signing off now. I will make an alarm in my agenda, and then I can properly announce the next race and the next stream session. And yeah, probably another race with a lot of action. I think even more action than on Yoda 2. Yoda 2 has fast long straights, and as I said, Blackwood is going to be much more difficult. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the evening. I wish the same to everybody who's watching to have a nice evening, ending of the evening, and yeah, until 2 weeks. Bye bye.